Bankroll, got it.
Big bang, bitch, yeah, bitch, I'm back at it. Post a thirst trap, bet your nigga double tap it. Got that comeback, gotta turn into an addict. Round up applause when that ass get the clapping. Booty so big, he wanna throw a stack on it. Bossy little bitch, keep a couple racks on me. 30-inch weave, I can sit my ass on it. Make your baby daddy.
What is up, you guys? It's your girl C, and I'm coming at you today with the wig install. First things first, I'm going to show you how I did the highlights in the bob, so stay tuned. I'm just going to start by sectioning off. I'm going to do, I think I did either 3 or 4 foils on each side. She's going to do a peekaboo at the top, so that's what you see me separated here. I'm going to use the weaving method. I used 30 Developer, and I'm just going to start by, just simple routine, full it out, do the weaving, apply the bleach, and you're going to make sure you do the long strokes as well to make sure that those are the long strokes to get every single piece of hair that you can. Do not go all the way to the root because it's going to leave a harsh line. That's why you're wanting to do those long strokes as well to pretty much eliminate that strong line. So yeah. And be sure that you are taking pieces of hair in between, separating those highlights, because you don't want the highlights stacked on top of each other because it's not going to give you the same look that you're aiming for. And you're going to continue, coming down, doing the weaving method. Be sure that you are grabbing the hair from the back as well so that you can see the highlights all the way around and not just on the sides. All right, and you're going to make sure that you do the same exact thing on the other side into the peekaboo as well. Okay, and I didn't get to show a clip, but this is pretty much the process of how I lift the hair. This is just a previous video cut, so yeah. Okay, and now for the install, I already have the ball cap method already applied here. I'm going to go in with my Ruby Kisses 3D in my client shade, and I'm going to apply that to the entire front of the ball cap. And I'm also going to go in with that same exact color once I'm done with this, and I'm going to apply that to the frontal part of her wig, both front and back of that frontal. And be sure that you are spraying that got to be glued spray after you put the makeup on the frontal, and blow dry it as well, just to lock in the tint. And as you can see, honey, she turns up to the max, and you will see that throughout the duration of this entire video. So yeah, turn up queen right here in full effect. But pretty much what you see me doing right here is measuring out the size of the wig, because it is the frontal does sometimes come a little bit bigger. So I'm just pretty much measuring it to her ear. And when I get the measurements, I'm going to cut off the excess lace and make sure that I do the same exact thing on the other side as well. All right, and now that she's all measured, I'm going to go in with my alcohol, and I'm going to make sure that I'm wiping and cleaning her hairline, you know, from oils, dirt, makeup. She's still turned. I'm going to make sure her hairline is clean so that the wig can, melt exactly how I want it to and lay perfectly. And you know me, I like to do my section, so I cut my lace in threes and I work my way from the middle to the sides, just so that, you know, the glue is not drying faster than I'm actually working. So, all right, so I'm just going to start with applying my lace glue, any lace glue of your choice. And you're going to lay that, smooth it out, coming forward. And when it goes on clear, that lets you know that you are ready for the next layer. And make sure that you are wiping off any excess lace glue if you go, you know, a little bit overboard towards the front. And in between each layer, you're wanting to wipe off the end of that rat tail with a, with a cotton ball and some alcohol in between each and every layer. All right, and once that is done, you're going to comb that through. And as you're combing it through, you're going to press down as well to be sure that that lace is laying and melting perfectly. So you're just going to do that until you feel as though that it's not lifting, and then you're good to go to the sides. And I'm going to do the same thing on each side, same exact method. And right here, I'm actually forming the hairline, just getting that extra hair off to prepare myself to cut off that lace. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm going to go from the middle, and then I'm going to go to the side on each side. And then I'm going to go in with my scissors. Well, no, I don't have to go in with my scissors. I've already done that. I'm going to go in with my eyebrow razor, and that's how I like to cut my lace off. You can do the scissors if you choose, if that works best for you. But I just don't like that, that wiggy look, that straight across. I like that, that jagged edge. So that's what you're going to see me do here in just a second. and go in with your favorite holding spray, and you're going to spray that hairline and tie it down with your elastic band. This pretty much helps secure the melt. This is what makes the melt, the spray and the elastic band. So yeah, this is mandatory. And as that is melting, I'm going to go ahead and secure the rest of the wig by sewing down the sides and the back of the wig. I like to go in between. I don't like to go to the very back of the wig, you know, just in case they might want to pull it up. It'll look more natural if it's being sewn down in the middle. So that's what you see me doing here. And now that we have that sewn down, we have the melting. We're going to go in and start to style the wig. So get some of your favorite silkeny mist. It is imperative that you get some type of, you know, silkeny mist or protective mist or whatever the case may be, because it gives you that silk that you need, you know, when you're using your flat irons. Other than that, it'll just look pretty dull. It won't have that sheen to it. So yeah, silkening mist is a must when you are flat ironing to get your desired look. And now that elastic band is off, it is time to cut the lace. I am super duper detailed with cutting the lace on this video, because sometimes I just usually fly by it. But no, I want to take my time with this one, and I wanted you guys to see, you know, every single thing. So this is as detailed as it's going to get. Get as close to that hairline as possible, but be sure to be very careful, because it's very easy for you to cut your client. And when you get to the ear tabs, I like to use the scissors instead of the razor, because you want to make sure that you are cutting the perfect shape of that ear. So just go around, be very careful. There's no need to rush on this part. You know, be extremely careful and do it piece by piece. That's the safest way to do it. And any piece of lace that I left out, I just like to go in and just cut those extra pieces out with my shears. Y'all, she is a mess, and as y'all can see, I just be in my own little world. I'm so used to it. But anyway, go in with your wax stick, and you're wanting to pretty much define that hairline, and you're gonna use your hot comb to make sure that it's nice and sleek. And you're going to do the same exact thing for defining the part, and that's what you're going to see me doing here. So once you do your middle part, you're going to make sure that you're laying it down so that you have a flat foundation and the wig doesn't look as wiggy. All right, and it's also very important to make sure that you are separating a little bit of that frontal to lay on top the back of that wig. As you can see, there was a track showing, so you're wanting to overlap that with some of the hair from the frontal so that you are hiding the track. So that's what you saw me doing there, and be sure to do that on both sides. And then I'm going to go in and start forming my baby hairs, because what's a frontal without baby hair? I'm going to cut that with my razor as well. Then I'm going to go in with some of my Got To Be glue gel, the black gel. And I'm going to go in. I'm doing the pushback method, of course, in front. And I'm going to go in and start to lay my baby hairs. All right, and I went in to define that part a little bit more, and I concealed that part with the same exact palette and color that I used previously to do the ball cap method and for the lace. So that's what you see me doing here, just applying that. And right here, you just see me going in with my root spray. I like to put my rat tail in the middle to kind of, so that it doesn't get on the concealed part of the lace. Just to define it and give that, that part a little bit more crispy, little crisp look, so to say. So, yeah. And yeah, she's pretty much done. I'm going to put the finishing touches on to run the flat iron through her hair once more. And as you can see, she's feeling her doggone self, honey. But I'm going to put the finishing touches on there and you will see that. And she is all done. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, it's your girl C. You'll be seeing more of me. Ta-ta.
Shake. You so egg. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.